Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another BDO or Black Desert Online video. This one is going to be the part 2 of our life scaling, which is the active life scaling. Things like gathering, hunting, trading, bartering, and sailing are all part of that. While the other life skills, which I mentioned in the first video, are AFK, or primarily done AFK. Now, before we get started, I just want to say thank you everyone who's been watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. It truly means a lot to me. And if you want to help support the channel, do continue that, smashing that subscribe button and a like button. It truly helps a lot. We also have a Discord with the link down in the description that you can join and ask me questions and join a nice community. Also stream on the weekend, so if you want to check me out there and ask questions, you can do so also there. And last but not least, I do leave helpful links down in the description, so check them out. It's on stuff that I talk about in the video, right? That are really helpful. But let's get started with the active life skills. As I mentioned, there's 5 of them: hunting, gathering, trading, buttering, and sailing, right? Now we're going to talk about the first one, which is gathering. Now, if you look at your character in your life scaling stuff, you'll see gathering, and then there's a bunch of them. Well, lumbering, fluid collecting, hog gathering, butchering, tanning, mining, and water scooping are all part of your gathering. As you can see, those specific ones are different master than your overall gathering, because you can get specific tools that will give you a higher master. For example, if you have the Tet Manos Fluid Collector, you'll get an extra 300 mastery in that, versus, if you had a Tet Manos Butcher Knife, you get more in that. That's why it's different. The overall mastery doesn't give you much stuff. You be able to, well, play Green Thumb minigame if you are at least Artisan 1. Now, as you can see, higher your mastery, the more goodies you're gonna get. Right? Unfortunately, I don't have my Tet Manos on me, but it does give you 300 more master, which will give you more stuff. Now, gathering itself is not gonna make you a crap ton of money, but it will do is will help you with other life skills. For example, gathering, a lumbering version, will help you make some stuff. Like if you're crafting boat pieces or getting a boat, that will help you with that. While mining can help you in Node Wars, if you get rough stones, repairing can also help you get stuff like alchemy or cooking stations built. Now, if you do fluid collecting, it will gather, well, sap or blood. Sap from trees or blood from animals that you can turn into alchemy. That can be really helpful, especially some of that stuff can be really hard to get. Now, butchering will get you meat that you definitely want to use in some of the higher cooking. So that gathering itself is not a huge money maker, but it will help you make more money through other life skills. It is definitely worth doing. And all you need to do is get the tool that you want. You can have hose, and you can have your, like I said, fluid collectors and axes and other ones. But I'm gonna demonstrate on lumbering axe. You just come to any tree, if they haven't been gathered, which fortunately this ones have been gathered, and it will open up a button for you. On Xbox it is hold Y. I do not know what it is on PlayStation or PC. So there you go. Now gather, boom, it's quick, and it will show you get some ash timber logs and some beautiful red tree lump, which can be used on different stuff. But that is pretty much it about gathering. So next thing I'm going to be talking about is hunting. Alright, now let's talk about hunting. Well, hunting is pretty much hunting for specific things, like could be meat. Now you can only hunt specific creatures that have, well, little thing called wild above them, right? And also beehives. You can still hunt normal creatures, but the only way to damage the creatures that have wild above their name is, well, with a matchlock. And you can get a event matchlock, like you can see, just from the season or progression pass. Now, you can also get a practice one, which is pretty easy, but you definitely want to invest into a better one if you are very serious for it. This is more of a practice one. Now, once you have it, you equip it, And oh, if I can remember, there's the beehive. Now you want to reload. As you can see on the right, you can reload up to 3 bullets for if you have, believe, guru or master. Now it's a little bit covered up, but on the right trigger is reload, left trigger run fast, left bumper is to crouch or stand. It's definitely worth crouching, and right bumper is to fire. Boom. As you can see, we hunted down. Unfortunately, this is just a beehive, so it's not gonna get us stuff, but you can hunt down elk and stuff like that. It can give you awesome stuff. Like I said, you can get some meat, which is definitely worth for cooking, but you also can make a good amount of money. You can get about 200 to 500 mil an hour, and if you're really high into mastery and doing really high end spots, you can make up to 700, maybe even a billion. But it's gonna take a lot of time to get into it. Definitely not something you can pick up right away. But you will be able to get blood, meat, and a few other stuff. It's definitely worth it. Also leather. You'll also get a byproduct called wild spark that you can exchange one of them for, well, black gem fragment. Sorry, 10 of them for 5 black gem fragments, or 10 of them or wild sparks for spark pouch of ferocious beast, which can be good. Or just 10 of them, just like any other Lifeskills byproduct for 900 contribution XP and hunting XP. But you also, like I said, be able to get blood, meat, hide, feathers if you're hunting birds. But you can also get rare drops like firehorn, sharp black crystal shards, hunting mastery jobs, black gem fragments, black gem, concentrated magical black gems, calphas, and other stuff. So it's definitely worth it, but it is a lot of time to put into it. So take it with a grain of salt. And the higher your mastery, well, the more drops you're gonna get. So let's see. I'm only 10, but you can see the higher it is, the more I get. Chance of butchering more items is 54, which is pretty good. And the higher my mastery, well, the higher match I could be able to use. Since I have 500 mastery, as you can see, I'll be able to use artisan ones, even though I'm only skilled. And also the higher my mastery, the more stuff I could be able to get. Now I'm at 525, which I have chance of getting medium and low grade resource materials. From at least 901, I'll be able to get high, medium, and low grade rare resources. So it's definitely worth paying attention to that type of stuff. Right? Now we're going to be talking about a third life skill, which is trading. So I'll be right back when I have that set up. Alright, let's talk about a third life skill, which is trading. Trading is primarily done actively, and you're gonna need a bunch of things. Now, first things you want to get is, well, a wagon, because you don't want to carry it on yourself because it's gonna take too long, and then the horse, it's not gonna be able to fit as much as if a wagon. So you can go to stable keep and go to shop if you don't want to make a good one. If you want to just try it out, purchase a wagon registration farm wagon, because you can see it has the highest weight out of all three. It also has good inventory, speed, acceleration, type of stuff. So you purchase it, then you obviously want to go to stables and you want to register it. Make sure you have the space to register it. Boom, and you have it registered. Then you want to harness the wagon with the horses. The more horses attached to it, the better. Right? Because it's going to be able to go faster. Now I'm going to call my horse so I can return it and harness it. So now we have that. We're going to take out our wagon. I don't believe, I didn't harness both of them. That is my bad. So yeah, make sure you harness them. Boom. Now they're both harnessed, which means they'll go faster. Now, where? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's inside of another wagon. So, boom, this is our wagon. It's not super fast. Then you want to go to trade manager. Now you have the trade managers inside the towns, which you definitely want to check out for how much stuff sells for. No, Bahar is one of them. He's the only one in Valia, so As you can see, this is the stuff that sells for. You have general goods, you have luxury, food, medicine, military supplies, relics, clothes, seafood, and raw materials. No. Now, once you get the prices, you want to grab your wagon and go to Bartali Farm. If you're in Velia, you can go to Ovia, but Bartali Farm will be a little closer. Now, you also, while we're out of pathing, you want to pay attention to this little red symbols because those are the bandits. So when you're on a wagon, they could attack you. So pay close attention to that because they could destroy your wagon, which means you lose all your trade materials, which is not fun. Also, trading is not gonna make you a crap ton of money, but if you want to do it, hey, why not? If you want to roleplay as, a caravan trader, why not? To each their own. But personally, I want to do it. I tried it, and let me tell you, it was not fun. But I also tried it a while ago, so could have changed. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get rid of it. The trading, because it's just not really worth it. We're gonna park our stuff, and you want to go to the node manager over here, and then you want to purchase. This is the one that you can purchase. Now you can purchase up to amount that you have the money for and up to the weight. As you can see, some weigh more, some weigh less. Some weigh 83 pounds, 43, 105, 55, 80, 100, 68. So once you purchase it, you want to get up on your wagon. There you go. And then go to the farther corner that you can reach. So for me, it'll be Valencia City. But also, if you want to make more money, you want to connect the nodes. So you're going to need a lot of CP. You want to collect the Valencia to Velia and to the Bartali Farm. Right? If you want to trade for the most money, you definitely want to go for Camera Silver territory, connect the nodes all the way to Valencia City and sell it there. It will make it the most money, but it's definitely not worth it. It's just going to take too long and just way better methods. So that's pretty much it on trading. I just don't recommend it, but I might as well mention it. Now, I'm going to put this back, and then we're going to talk about the last two, but definitely not the least, life skills that are becoming a little bit more of my favorites, and they're definitely guilds that specialize in that stuff. So I will see you in a second. All right. While we run to this last place, we're going to talk about the last two life skills, which are sailing and buttering. You're definitely going to need sailing if you want to go do butter. Now, in order to get better in sailing, you want to have a better boat. So you can do two ways. You can purchase a Bartali boat all the way in Port Etheria, but you can also make yourself a Etheria frigate. What you need to do is, well, purchase a very specific place. Oh, wrong one. Now, when you purchase, make sure you select it by all and purpose for shipyard. It could be 3-5 to F, because you want to make it to level 3 to make yourself a Etheria frigate or sailboat. I personally prefer frigate, so you can go into Galleus and to Volante or Valor Carrack. But you can go sailboat into Caravel and then go into advanced/balanced. But we'll talk about a lot of that in a specific video. But I would recommend just buying a frigate because it is, in personal opinion, is better. Now you can also purchase the boats from the central market. All you need to do is go to the ships and look at the registrations. A frigate is more expensive. You can see with 4K weight, which is less weight than a sailboat, but it has more durability. But that's just also more turn and break by 10. But it's not as much inventory. Sailboat has more inventory and 1K. So if you are going to be into buttering more, definitely go sailboat. But if you don't really care as much buttering and want to sea monster hunt, definitely go into frigate. Now, once you purchase your boat, make sure you go to Velia to do your silly dailies. There are plenty of people who offer it, but definitely recommend grabbing them. Now, you also want to talk to these people and pick up like how to recover sailors, cock scouts in disguise, because that will give you sailing skill XP. And you want to grab it, right? So I'm not going to pick all of them up, just going to pick up this ones because I still got to do this. Days mine. Ooh, not the one that I wanted.
Trade with us, Papus.
Now, all you need to do is then go to your boat, which will be, or if you don't have it, you'll need to register at Wharf Manager. I also pick up the quest for him while I'm here. Might as well. Right? The reason why you need the boat is, well, so you can do your sailing stuff, sea monster hunt, and do butters if you are into that. But now we picked up our stuff. Then we're gonna go to our stuff and take out galleys, which is what I have. But once you take out your boat, make sure you buy supplies, rations. You want to have max rations, otherwise your boat just does not go. Oh, I didn't mean to check it in. Right. So once you have that, you definitely want to bind to your ring menu, find boat so you can move to wheel and summon boat, and also disembark, so you can just instantly disembark and be at Wharf Manager. Now, oh, it put me all the way up here because somebody wanted to be a poopy head. There we go. Now we're gonna come out here a little. We're gonna talk about buttering. I'm gonna put my sail up. Now for buttering, you wanna go to start, life, and then butter. Now you're gonna need, as you see, a bunch of stuff. Now I have material butters available only, but for your starters, you definitely want to do just basic ones, not the material ones. And it will show up like bring, I believe I might have one. Oh, might not. But it'll be, for example, bring like 500, whatchamacallit, wheat dough to this location, and it will give you level 1 butter. So you definitely want to do your level 1 butters and then reset. You can do level 1s and level 2s, but don't worry about level 3s, level 4s, and 5s because it's going to take too long. So stockpile. It's not going to get you a lot of money, but it's definitely help you with your quests for your sailing. Right? But you can still make a little bit of money because you can sometimes get rare materials, and also level 5 butter materials are worth 7.5 mil, but it's not worth it as much. But you definitely still want to do it if you want to get into galleys, carrack, and well, stuff like that. Now, in order to get some of the stuff that you need to upgrade your galleys or caravel to carrack versions are, so you can see, let us scroll up, are Brilliant Rock Salt and Brilliant Pearl Shard, which will require you 1k butters. It was changed from a bunch of them to 1500, but now it is only 1k. So definitely worth it. Now, once you get your carrack, you want to sea monster hunt. And the primary way is to go to the beautiful Candidum or candies. Look at over here. You want to pop your level 2. You want to pop your Aegis, and you want to also pop your level 2 item increase collection scroll. Right? Because it will have more chances and more steel shells for the guild. And you also want to be in a guild because those you deposit to the guild and they can make you money in payouts. You can also do other stuff in sea monster hunting, like the beautiful Crocs stew area, but I have not done it, so I don't know if it's good or not. But you can still make money through sea monster hunting. It's primarily through payouts, but you can do stuff like that, and it's still fun. So if you're into sailing or doing ocean activities, it's definitely worth it. But that's gonna be it for active Lifeskills. Remember, we covered gathering, then hunting, trading, sailing, and buttering. If you want to check out the AFK Lifeskills like training, alchemy, cooking, farming, processing, or fishing, do check out the first video, which I'll link down in the description. As well, the links to the guys that explain more the Lifeskills that I mentioned for the active ones will also be linked down in the description. Right? Because I just did a very basic, but if you want to pick out the specific Lifeskill, do check out those links. Don't forget to stash them. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.